对彼此觉得欣赏的点是什么？
中线哦，那时候我记得第一次在球队上碰面的时候，我就觉得哇，怎么这么壮？因为他都拖上半身在那边投篮，然后就觉得这个人是不是想怎样都不会来跟学长打招呼，还要学长过去。
我很欣赏 Jet 的。
他是问说你们欣赏，
这是你的优点啊，优点，真性情。
你们两个讲到这个是就是对我的不满，而且好像不是就是对我的欣赏。问说你们有为了频道吵架过吗？
我们一开始的时候，这个可能他很常就会来，然后说，我干我很累 ，I'm so tired。可是我们在录哦，在一个 recording 可能10次哎。
我那时候是真的很累，
因为你还在副帮。
Have you deal with like not getting paid before? I mean, or like,
did you get all your bonuses, like from Kings?
Why is that? You played in like 6 countries. Why does it have to go to the Kings?
Hey, just wondering. Did you guys get the ESL bonus yet? Not yet.
I don't think so. No. Probably not this early.
Yeah, not this.
Nah, Kings take care of me though. Like,
okay.
Yeah, they've never been late on the payment.
Okay. How about like other countries?
Poland.
Poland.
I think my last check, it took them 2 or 3 months for me to get. And by the time like
you're already home.
Yeah, I'm home. There's no point trying to go through FIBA to get it. You're gonna lose more money.
Right.
And then when I was in Finland, my 3rd year, I had this heart problem. So like obviously I had to stop the season. They didn't pay me a dime. They said it wasn't basketball related, so like, they didn't have to pay me a dime.
It wasn't like in the contract that like those like.
So in the contract it said if I got hurt on the court or in practice,
right,
they would compensate me or whatever.
Right.
But since it was a heart issue, it was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm not giving you nothing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, now you know. You should put that in the contract.
Yeah.
Guaranteed
everything
contract.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
Okay, so you've played in a lot of countries, and you are now recently staying in Taiwan, and it seems like you've built a pretty good fan base and have a good relationship with the Kings and organization, and we have a pretty established culture. Do you remember how you felt when you first came here to Taiwan? Like, I guess maybe when you first got off the plane, or like your first game, or like first meeting your dickhead teammates.
I mean, I remember. So when I was in Finland, I had a teammate named Kevin Johnson. He played in the SBL. He was actually teammates with Lou. I don't remember.
Sounds very familiar.
He's
center.
Big man, yeah, center, yeah. But he always talked about playing in Taiwan. Like he loved being out here. And then when I came to play ABL, like I remember telling Sarah, like, yo, like, we gotta get to Taiwan. Like the fan base is just insane.
So you felt that energy, like just playing like when you were in Macau and then playing a away game in Taiwan.
Yeah. Especially at Football Arena and Dreamers Arena for damn sure. I hated that fucking arena y'all were playing in though.
That was in Zhanghua.
The old one.
Oh, the old dome.
I don't like that one either.
Yeah, the mosquitoes, the water. Like, you go to take a shower, you smell worse because the water stinks.
How about Pilots? Pilots Arena also many mosquitoes.
Yeah.
I always get a mosquito bites in Pilots.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
A little stray thrown. He's like, let's talk about Pilots.
Talk about the 2 teams.
But you don't play in Zhanghua anymore, so you okay?
Yeah.
I actually like Zhanghua.
Really? Oh, well, you had one of your best games there.
Yeah.
That's the old Dreamers.
Yeah, old Dreamers Arena.
Yeah. So I guess your first impressions. We kind of went on a tangent.
Yeah,
but
my
it's
bad.
Okay.
Nah, when I got here, I was coming from China, and it was a situation like.
How was that?
It wasn't a great situation.
Like, where were you?
Shenzhen. But
Shenzhen.
Not like in the city part, like on the outskirts of Shenzhen. Yeah. But when I wanted to leave, like they weren't trying to allow me to leave, so I basically like snuck out.
Oh my gosh.
So when I got here, I'm like, yeah.
Straight though. Yeah. Straight from there to Taiwan.
Straight from there, yeah. So when I got here, like I was relieved for damn sure. I wasn't scared. I think it was raining that day, and I just went and walked in the rain.
Just happy. Just in the rain, singing in the rain.
Walking in the fucking rain.
How would you say the fans are in Taiwan compared to other countries that you've played in?
I mean, they actually cheer. Like, you go to some of these countries in Europe, they don't. You dunk, and it's just like at least like here, like
Maybe because dunking's more often in other countries.
That's fair. But I mean, like the fans here, like I mean, if they like you as a player, like they're gonna support you no matter what, like whether you're on that team or not. So, I mean, yeah, the fans here are just incredible in my mind, to me. Until like go to play the fucking Lioneers, and before the game they're like, "Oh, we love you, Manny. We love you, Manny." As soon as you score, fuck you. Like, damn, all right.
How would you describe like the play style in Taiwan? Like how's the game different than other countries?
Here,
And were you shocked by it?
yeah, because I think here, like, it's not so much. I guess it is kind of like the imports got to do their thing, but I think also, like, they want to see like their locals, you know, get their shit as well. Where in other countries, like people just want to come see like the imports that's coming in. So the playing style, I think, is a little faster. Sometimes it seems like it's not as much X's and O's. It's just go fucking try to score or whatever. Where in other countries, like, it's more like they're going off of percentages. If you're shooting less than 30% from three, you better not shoot a fucking three. And if you do, you're getting subbed out. But I think here, like, they at least allow you to explore. If you want to, if you're not a great 3-point shooter, if you want to test it out, like, go shoot your shot or whatever. So yeah.
Well, let's talk about the team a little bit, Kings. You know, the culture, your teammates, and also your training routine. Because Joe's been talking about how football used to train 2 a days. Now you guys only do 1 session.
Yeah, you're damn right.
So I want to talk about that a little bit. Like, you know, the team culture, your teammates, like the dynamics, and then also like your training routine.
No, I think our culture this year is probably the best that it's been since I've been with the Kings. It seems like everybody gets along. Like there's no egos in the locker room anymore.
Anymore. So there was.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
There was.
Oh, okay.
There was.
Yeah, for damn sure.
Okay.
There was egos.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit. Continue.
Nah, so, I mean, yeah, and then I think like our coaching staff, like they allow us to voice our opinions. Where I think in a lot of organizations, like you can't do that for real. So yeah, the coaches give us a lot of freedom to voice how we want to guard something or how we want to run something or whatever. Like they allow us to listen to our bodies too. Like if we're feeling tired, like, all right, you're tired, like go get your rest or whatever. Like they don't force you to fucking practice 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours out of the day or whatever. And then I think you said like when y'all was with football and y'all didn't lift like that.
We lifted like once a week.
Yeah.
Twice. During season.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice
At least.
Yeah. One to two.
Yeah.
1 to 2 sessions.
It depends.
During the season.
Because it was probably
I didn't get it
two.
from you. I got it from.
It was probably
somebody
2.
else.
Yeah, probably 2.
Because you're doing morning 4 times a week at least.
Yeah. See,
So you're going like lift one day and then shooting the next day. But it's because they also just practiced way more.
Right.
But that's my whole point is they're practicing 2 times longer than we are, but we're getting the same amount of work in.
Yeah. So we're not just there for like 2 hours and
Like sometimes we're there for like 3,
Yeah.
a little bit more if we're watching film too, but we just do it all in one session,
Yeah, you
which
don't
is
have to leave
just
and
a
come
lot
back.
more efficient.
The only time we do 2 a days is preseason. Like, when we
Yeah.
first get here.
Now, earlier you talk about no more egos in the locker room, or you know, could we talk about Byron a little bit? You know, about the incident?
How did you know like he was talking about Byron?
Well, I don't know. I just want to bring. I want to bring.
just Byron only.
I just want to bring the incident up about what your thoughts or how'd you view what happened, like inside, like what how'd you feel about it?
I mean, I think we all kind of knew something was going to take place. I don't think we knew it was going to be to that extent of him throwing the jersey or whatever.
So earlier you did mention about when you're playing in other leagues, it's all about imports getting buckets, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like in Taiwan you have to put up certain amount of points to actually live up that standard? What they're giving you pressure on that, or do you give yourself pressure about I have to score 20 points?
I mean, I think for me being on the Kings, I'm in a very unique situation. I think I'm not on a team where I have to go out and score 20 plus points. every game. But I think some of these other teams, like they expect the imports to score 20 plus, 10 plus rebounds or whatever. But then I think a lot of the imports, when they come in, like they just focus mainly on offense. Like they're not worried about defense. They're not worried about if they're getting along with like the locals or whatever. Playing with the Kings, like anybody can go out and score 20, 30 plus one night, and then the next night they don't score 10. You know what I mean? So
why, as long as the team wins.
Yeah, as long as the team wins.
You know, anybody can step up.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
everybody, you know, if it's your night, it's your night.
Right.
So when you first arrived like in Taiwan, how did you communicate with your teammates? Did you have any trouble communicating with your teammates when you first arrived?
I mean, yeah, some of them for damn sure. Like Cayenne, like it wasn't as easy to talk to Cayenne as it is now. I think more, it was like, I don't want to say broken English, but I think if we were happy with something that one of us did, we just hugged each other for real. So that was a little different. And then I do handshakes with just about all my teammates as well. Me and Joe we don't really do them, but that's different.
Did you learn any Chinese, like in Mandarin? What was the first word that you learned?
The first word?
Yeah. I know it's gonna be probably like, you know, bad words.
Yeah, it's for damn sure bad words.
So it's okay. You can say it in front of everyone.
Xia xiao.
Xia
xiao, yeah.
You know a couple more.
Gun niña ole.
Have you ever like used it on the court?
I just started. I said Cow Bay to referees recently.
Oh really? Yeah. What was the reaction?
Shock, surprise, and then they just laugh. So I'm like, all right, yeah. Yeah.
You're like, yo, teach me another one. That wasn't bad enough. He's laughing.
Or Shaibi.
Oh, Shabi is more like like in China. We don't really use Shabi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
People know it though.
Yeah, people know, but in Taiwan we use more like 白痴 智障, like a retard.
Yeah, moron.
Yeah, like
智障
moron.
means retard.
智障.
Damn.
白痴 is like idiot.
Yeah, I'm not using.
Sabi is pretty much the same meaning, like it's, you know, retard.
What's she lay cow.
That's gotta be Taiwan.
That's Taiwan.
Yeah. This shit that cow.
Oh, this shit call.
What's that mean?
What does it mean though?
Kind of like shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
This shit call. This shit call.
利息雷考.
This shit call.
利息雷.
Oh,
This shit call.
利息雷考.
Call.
Hey bro, come in tomorrow. Be like 利息雷考. Everyone gonna be like, where the hell? Ain't nobody say it on this team. Where'd you get it?
Yeah. And then,
yeah.
Tibudong.
Oh, Timbudong.
Yeah. Tibudong.
Okay.
I say that a lot when I'm out in public.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know a couple like basketball terms too. No.
Oh yeah. 下档.
换边.
换边. 下档.
下档, yeah.
下档.
下档.
Yeah, 下档.
Okay.
换. Switch.
Yeah, switch. Okay.
I think
That's good, man. That's a lot.
I feel like I should know more though. I've been here 3 years, bro.
I mean, a lot is too is like you'll hear it and be like, oh, okay, but you can't.
Yeah, that's
can't
true.
necessarily say it. Yeah.
Like I remember, I knew you didn't want to sit next to me. You were complaining about move over here.
When he was saying it in Chinese.
Yeah.
What was that?
No, in the beginning, like before we record.
Oh,
Moving the seat.
okay.
So, what was the hardest thing to adjust, like when you first arrived in Taiwan? Maybe the food.
Probably the food.
The food.
For sure.
Stinky tofu.
Have you had that before?
Yeah, I've tried it.
Oh yeah, you don't like
We
it.
talked about this.
The fried one with the steam one.
I have no idea. All that shit smells.
Okay.
My wife always complain when I eat a stinky tofu.
Yeah, your breath probably stinks too.
Yeah, she always say that shit stink that shit smell like shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
It tastes good though.
yeah, it tastes good.
Yeah, that's
It tastes good and it smells good. Like I don't know what you're talking about, man.
what do you mean?
You
it
think
smells good?
you smells good?
Yeah, to me it doesn't smell like shit.
Damn.
I think we
To me it smells like stinky tofu.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, but it's
But you
not
like
stinky.
eating stinky tofu, so I guess it makes sense.
I mean, what you mean?
That shit stinks, bro. That shit is.
Like to me like the smell doesn't smell great.
Yeah.
But I
mean, it
love
smell
eating
right.
it. Like it tastes so good.
So when you eat, you just do this.
No. When I eat it, I don't really like smell it that
You
much.
don't smell it.
How? Like, so when I bit into it, that smell came right back into my damn nose.
Yeah, maybe I think it's maybe just acquired.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I liked it. Even growing up in the States, like I liked it.
I didn't even know they had it in the States.
Well, I don't know if they had it in the States, but like when we came back and visited, I only came back like 2 times, but I remember I liked it when I was young, and then I didn't like it like in high school and college. I was like, ugh. Yeah. Coming back to Taiwan, I was like, no, I'm not eating that. But now I like it. I like it a lot.
How about your family? Your family eat a steak and stuff? No.
My parents will. My brothers don't.
Oh, okay.
It's just gross.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing would be fucking mopeds.
Yeah, it's like driving and stuff with them just whizzing by.
It's like they don't care about life.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know?
A lot of people say if you can drive in Taiwan, you can drive anywhere.
Anyway, especially in Taipei. If you can drive in Taipei, like you're good. Can you like share like who's your favorite like local teammates?
I mean,
he's not local. He's like considered like an ABC.
Yeah, I'm not local, I'm not import.
Yeah, he's in between. Somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between.
But I look like y'all.
I mean, Cayenne.
Like why?
I mean, just love Cayenne, man. Like
when you first like saw him, you know, like this, I like him.
This Taiwan dude, I like him.
Yeah, just saw him.
He's very Taiwanese. I like him.
I mean, I could say JJ, but the reasons behind that is we gotta leave in the locker room. That's what we need to talk about.
No, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I like there's not a local teammate of mine that I don't get along with, though. I get along with everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You've never played in the NBA, but you've had great success in Asia and Europe. A lot of former NBA players, when they come to Taiwan, they don't necessarily kill, even though, like, you know, they got that hype or that name or whatever. Why do you think you've been able to really establish yourself here?
I think because...
And why do you think, like, those NBA players haven't had that much success here?
I think I adapt to whoever I'm playing with. So, like, in the first year, when Byron went down, it was just like, you know, basically me, you, Cayenne,
and
Amigo. Like, I think I knew, like, I had to score more, I had to rebound more, I had to do more or whatever. And then fast forward to the next year, Jeremy comes in, so like I gotta adapt to not having the ball in my hands as much and deferring to the shots. Even though at the beginning, like, I still was getting all my shots. And we had our meeting. But I think, like, I adapt easily as a basketball player rather than like somebody coming from the NBA where they're the guy, or they might not even be the guy in the NBA, but they'll come here and they got the NBA on their resume, so they expect like I'm running this shit basically. So yeah, I think just my adaptability.
I heard the import was played for Mars Robinson.
Thomas Robinson.
Yeah, Tom Robinson. I heard a story that when he first came to the team and he told like all his teammates, like first day, he told all his teammates, say, "This is my team."
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they just, I don't know.
They are very talented though.
Yeah.
Like even like, but that, yeah, what you said is spot on for sure. I think like they come with an ego though, and they come with that NBA tag. So they're like, bro, I'm average 30.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he played on the Steelers. He's power forward.
Oh, the
right before
lefty?
Jeremy came.
The lefty.
Yeah.
Terrence
Jones.
Yeah, Terrence Jones.
He's
Terrence
talented.
Jones. Yeah.
But like I heard he was like such a bad teammate.
He demanded the ball all the time.
Yeah. What's your take on the young players in Taiwan? Like, are there any young guys that stand out to you?
I mean, I'm always going to just talk about my teammates. I don't remember all of the locals' names or whatever. But I feel like Chunan and Jae-Soo. Like, Chunan has a great upside, and I think within the last 2 years he's kind of got lost because he's obviously his minutes going down. But he's starting to pick it up now. Like, I think he's starting to ask the questions. Like, he talks to AD a lot. He's watching the film. So I feel like he has a great upside. Jae-Soo has a great upside, and they're starting to put the work in, and you can start seeing it a little bit. But yeah, I think like these guys, they know how to work. They know how to work, but don't know how to work at the same time, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
So like you're supposed to, if you, like you can be a hard worker, right? You can be in the gym for 2 hours and not really accomplish shit. You can go in the gym for 30 minutes and accomplish way more than you did in that 2 hours. As far as like putting up the shot, like game shots, doing game ball handling or whatever. Like not just going in and BSing the whole time.
Who would you say are the 3 toughest players to guard in Taiwan?
Right now, like my whole...
I guess your whole, I would say whole time you've been here. You could just do one or two. You don't have to.
Nah, I mean Femi. Femi was he was a tough guard for me because
Okay.
yeah, he can he can shoot.
He could put the ball on the floor.
He put the ball on
big.
the floor. Strong as hell. And I think Mike at the beginning was Mike Singletary. I think at the beginning he was tough for me because like he was a little bit smarter than me. If that makes it makes sense, but he was smarter than me at the beginning. And if you left him open, like he's making that shot. If you give him one little step, like he's getting by you and using his body. And then obviously Jeremy gave me 50-point triple-double. So yeah, Jeremy was tough.
Makes sense.
But you can cut the 50 double out, so I don't have to keep that.
Okay. Well, let's talk about, any unforgettable interaction with fans. I mean, you did mention about, Lioneer fans, how they're,
Could be good
they're
and
tough.
bad.
It could be
Like,
good and bad.
Any memorable
like the
good
good
ones?
The good ones.
Yeah, there was a little girl last year playoffs, I think in the semifinals. After the game, man, she was just juice. Like, oh, Kenny. So I walked over there, gave her a hug, and she like kind of started tearing up. So I was like, damn, like it felt nice. And then we was on a hike the other day in the fucking mountains, and this old ass lady was excited. Like, oh, Manny guy. And normally, like, it's the younger generation, not older folks. So like, yeah, I think that sounds weird, like the two women. But yeah, the old lady and then the little girl. Like, yeah.
Are there other memorable, not so good ones besides?
Lioneers. There was a guy sitting right behind the bench.
Another one.
Yeah, different one. Yeah, just
Both Lioneers.
always Lioneers.
Always Lioneers.
I don't run into any problems with any other fans other than Lioneers. But I remember looking up at him, and he started doing that.
Oh.
He did that. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Holy.
Wait, I was like, yeah, that's weird. She was weird.
I don't know if you're trying to like flirt with me or you're trying to like
Because
talk trash.
He smiled afterwards. I was like, man, I don't want no problems, bro. You can say whatever you want to say to me right now. I'm not bothering.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you love most about being Taiwan?
I'm a family guy, so I've been in situations where my family wasn't like, I couldn't have them as a priority for me. And here, like the Kings, they've taken care of me, taken care of my family. They're allowed to travel on the roads. So yeah, I think like just being able to have my family with me anywhere I go out here.
So earlier you mentioned about hiking a couple days ago, right? So besides like when you don't doing your day off, besides going hiking, what else do you do?
It depends. My wife's a massage therapist, so
Okay.
She'll give me a massage. Sometimes my daughter Kai, she'll have horse lessons up in the mountains. So
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
go
in
watch
Beito.
her. Yeah. I'll go watch her, ride horse. Or like recently, we've been taking like day trips. So we went to it's a geo park.
Geo Park, that's in Linkou?
Nah, it's going towards where did we have the preseason last year?
Oh,
Geelong.
yeah.
Geelong. So
Okay. It's in
over
Geelong.
there. Yeah,
Okay.
and we'll take a day trip over there, or just go drive up in the mountains. It just depends on the weather.
Okay.
Y'all love rain out here, so just depends on that.
What's been the toughest? It doesn't have to necessarily be Taiwan, but what would you say? Like, what period was the toughest for you?
Probably my in college when I was at South Carolina Aiken, because I wasn't able to play basketball. I didn't want to be there anymore, but it just felt like I couldn't get out of there.
When you're ineligible?
I was ineligible, yeah. So even if I wanted to leave, like no school wanted me to come there because of my GPA. GPA was, I think.
You don't have to say it.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, because I remember just boo-hooing to my mom one night, like, I can't do this anymore. I just want to get out of here. And then she was like, well, where are you going to go? And I was like, well, Pikeville's been talking to me, like, I think like that's where I want to go. So she was like, all right, just finish out the last month or two that you have there, and then we'll go there.
How do you get through like tough times or when you're down emotionally, stuff like that?
Well, now I do therapy. Me and Sarah do couples therapy, and then we have individual therapy as well. So I spend a lot of time talking to therapists.
That's by phone?
And, yeah. Well,
or
yeah,
FaceTime?
FaceTime, yeah. And then just talking to family back home, or playing the game sometimes. It just depends on what I feel like doing that day. Honestly, it's not a particular thing.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever think about not chasing basketball, like kind of like giving up on basketball?
Yeah.
How did you?
When I got myocarditis, the thing in my heart. I was thinking about not playing because didn't really know it's your heart. You know, it's a big thing to deal with. And I remember my dad telling me like, yeah, you probably should hang it up. But then he mentioned the fucking military. I was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna figure this out.
Have to bring that back.
Yeah.
You know, looking down your high school, college to your career now, if you could start over or not, would you do anything different? Or you do, I'm just this is just me. I accept what happened in the past.
Yeah. I don't know if I would change anything. I think because if I changed, like I wouldn't be here with y'all right now, right?
Possibly,
but we don't
not
know necessarily.
For sure. True. But I think I would obviously focus more on school, and I struggle with asking people for help.
Okay.
So when I noticed I was having tough times with school, I would never ask. I would just be like, I'm fine. So I think I would be more open into asking for help.
Okay.
And then see if that changed anything or not.
Well, yeah. Being open, asking for help. Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard.
Yeah. I still struggle with it a little bit, but.
Okay. What's your biggest goal left in your maybe things you want to achieve this season as your basketball career, or maybe a couple of years down the line, anything that you feel like, okay, I need to do this, I haven't done that,
obviously win another championship, but I also want to get some kind of individual accolades. I've gotten steals as leader, but I haven't gotten I've been wanting to get defensive player of the year. I wanted to get import player of the year, which is it's tough to get. I think I want to become a little bit more selfish as far as getting some individual accolades as well, and obviously like I said, win more championships as far as on the basketball stand.
You get Joe's vote, right, and my vote.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did.
We did talk about it
last week. We did a little who do you think?
And my vote too.
And your vote.
I wasn't sure.
And my vote too.
Yeah.
Why you count me out?
You got all three of our votes. So,
all right, well.
Yeah.
Speaking of defensive player of the year, just like you said, you lead the league in steal in 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah.
And what was the thought not winning the defensive player of the year?
I was pissed. Yeah, I was pissed. Especially the first year, I was pissed about that. Because
who they gave it to? Go back.
Well, Gilbeck's 2 times.
Yeah. But what's crazy is I've lost defensive player of the year to him 3 times because when we were in Canada, we were teammates, and we were in the top 3, the finalists or whatever, and he got defensive player of the year to him as well. So
so every year
he's beat me out. Fucking bullshit. But but then I beat him in the semifinals the last 2 years, so I got the bigger thing. But no, I think as far as for guards to get defensive player of the year, I think a lot of people don't take steals as serious as blocks, I think.
Yeah.
And I think they weigh in also rebounding.
Yep.
And I'm always lower when it comes to rebound. But this year, I'm putting my rebounds up, so we'll see what happens this year.
Okay. Recently, Thunder player Jalen Williams said in an interview that defensive player of the year should separate inside player and outside player.
Yeah.
Perimeter and
yeah, I think they should.
You think?
Yeah, 100%. Because bigs you're not
they
guarding.
do different things.
Yeah, you're not guarding a guy bringing the fucking ball up the floor or whatever. You're just you're help side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sometimes the guard like you need to do focal press.
Right. Yeah.
And not just that, and you have to help.
Right. Yeah.
Or so defensive versatility, he has to be able to switch onto power forward.
Yeah, remember my the 3rd championship year against the Kings in the final. You play as a 5 because I saw you guarding Z.
Yeah, I guarded Z.
Yeah,
should have guarded Chris, but
yeah. So you will play as 5.
Yeah.
At that time. So yeah.
Yeah, same thing last year. I played at the 5 too. Yeah, But yeah, I feel like they should do 2 separate categories for a big and a small. Yeah.
What if you don't win it again this year?
What if I don't win it this year? I don't know yet. I don't know.
What if Gilbert gets it over you again?
Nah, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. We're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to call Larry in here. Larry.
Okay, so we're at the end. We always do this for our guests. Who is your NBA GOAT and who is your top 5 of all time?
So I got 2 GOATs. So Scottie Pippen and Dwayne Wade. Those are my 2 GOATs.
Okay.
You know, they both play offense, defense. They do everything. They, score, rebound, assist, steals or whatever. So yeah, Scottie Pippen and D Wade. They're my 2 GOATs.
So would they both be in your top 5?
Nah, they wouldn't both be in my top 5. D Wade would be in my top 5 for sure. Shaq, Kevin Garnett, Bron, and then
is Bron at the 3?
Yeah. Oh, all right. So is the top 5? Are we doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
It could be however you want.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I think we usually do position.
Yeah. Right. So.
But you can put Bron at like any position.
I could put
so
him
wherever
anywhere.
you want to put him at.
So obviously Shaq is a 5.
Yeah.
KG is the 4. Bron at 3. D Wade at 2, and then probably Magic Johnson at point.
Oh.
Not too many shooters, but. I mean, that's my game. Right? I'm not a shooter like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for listening to our episode. We'll see you next week. Thanks, Kenny.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate y'all having me, man. Bye.
然后我们这一集是由EVOASIS 赞助播出。
拜拜。
拜。
Bye.